Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever review on this, well, it's a review channel. It's LandyX Reviews. I'm your host LandyX, and just to go ahead and get this out of the way, if you watch my channel, my gaming channel, and don't know who I am in person, because a lot of my subscribers actually do know me, but if you're ever curious as to what I look like, you will probably see my face more than likely on this channel. I probably won't do webcam footage on those channels over there, but yeah, you'll get to see my not so beautiful face here. That being said, I wanted to jump right into the review. I am reviewing, as it probably says in the title, I'm not entirely sure, the AF18 Stereo Wireless Headset, or well, headphones. They're sports headphones by MEEaudio. MEEaudio is formerly MEEelectronics, but just to go ahead and show these, this is the brown packaging that it comes in. On the other side is my shipping address, so you don't get to see that, but inside that it's a bunch of bubble wrap, comes with your shipping information, tells you how to, send it back should you need to. That being said, this is the box that your stereo wireless headset comes in. It's a nice little box. Pretty simple. It's a box within a box kind of thing. It's got two boxes inside that has all your stuff. But there's two little boxes like this nestled inside the box, and it says thank you for choosing MEEaudio. But anyways, we're gonna go and get started with this, with one of the little boxes here, and inside this one is the actual it comes with a little package like this. It's a little styrofoam bag almost, but it comes with the audio headsets themselves. Alright, and they're pretty interesting. We'll get back to those in just a second. I want to open up the other box, but yeah, that's all those are. So down here, this is the other box, same white, nothing fancy about that. We're gonna open that up, and this is where you get your USB charging cable, your instruction manual, which we're going to go through that because I actually like the instruction manual for some reason. I've always liked reading these things, I don't know why. And finally in this box you get the ear tips that help to custom fit the pieces to your ear. These ones here are incredibly large. I don't know whose ear they would fit, but you got to be a big dude to wear those. Anyways, going back to the instruction manual. Oh, and this is a micro USB cable here. So, like, if you have just a normal USB cable, it probably won't fit. But this is actually also very useful because it's one of those universal tips. Anything that uses a micro USB, you can actually use this to charge it with. So I've actually found that a little bit useful. Just tidbit of information to know. With this one, it gives the you probably can't see that because it's extremely white and all that kind of stuff, but I'll go through it. It gives the package contents, the product contents, the how you charge it, and all that kind of stuff. Shows you how to wear it, because if you notice how these are, those ear fins they threw me to begin with. I'm not even gonna lie, I hadn't seen anything like that before, so yeah, I actually ended up having to read how to wear the stupid headphones. But once you get used to them, they're actually very, very comfortable. Teaches you also how to do the Bluetooth pairing with this, because there's a lot of like commands that you do with this button here on the side. I'll get to that in a second. But that side on this is the left earbud itself. You use this to turn it on, turn it off, do all of your commands with it and everything like that. So it's actually kind of cool. And on the back side, it teaches you how to do voice prompts, factory resetting. But this is, hold on, this here, hopefully it'll focus in on that. There we go. This is going to be the most useful portion of this little manual, because this graph here tells you everything that you can do as far as the button commands on this thing. Every combination of button presses that you can do, it has here. So it will actually do it in a tree format. Like, it will have if it's powered off, if you press the button, it'll tell you what it does, and then it branches all the way through. So that's actually something that's very, very useful to have. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the earbuds themselves. They are kind of an odd curved shape, which I've never really seen before. There's no way that you can change that, so it's not like you just stick it in your ear or whatever. And they also have these ear fins here, and the fins themselves are kind of what helps to hold them in your ear. I'm used to having the earpieces that go like around the outside of your ears, almost like my glasses do. They hook inside your ear in this curve here. They use that to hold them in. That's something that took a little bit of getting used to, but once you figure it out, it's actually very, very comfortable. I was kind of surprised, but one thing that I will say that took a friend of mine explaining, because I'm a little bit of a dunce sometimes, is with these fins, everybody's ear curves a little bit differently like that. So in order to get this in the right position, this actually moves around, so you can slide it to where you need it to be in order to get that to work. That's about it. I mean, that's really what these boil down to. This piece here is just a cinch. That way, when you get this around your head, you can tighten this to where it's a tight fit behind your head. That way you don't have to worry about, the loose slack of this pulling these out of your ears. That's really about it. The part of these that I find very, very cool is on the left side, they have this button. And it's interesting in the fact that everything that you do is connected, or not connected, controlled pretty much by this button. It's controlled by this button. Where are they? On the other one, there's these two buttons on the side. I doubt you can see that, but it's a long button here, one with 2 dots, one with 1 dot. It basically allows you to control your volume, and it allows you to like skip forward a track and to skip back a track. So if you hold the button here, it will skip forward one song that you're listening to. If you hold this button down, it will go back a song that you were listening to. But if you just tap it, it controls your volume. So I think that that's kind of interesting that they use buttons to do multiple things. I find that very nice. On this side here, you have, if I can get the stupid thing off, it's the USB port where you plug in your charger. That was the first problem that I had with this. For some reason, I don't know if it's just my hands or what, but this portion here is actually like stupidly hard to get off and open for me. I don't know if it's just I'm not doing it right or what, but I'm probably not going to sit here and fiddle with that. That's the only problem. But once you get that open, if I can find it, this cable plugs in there, and then you plug that into your computer, or if you have a charging outlet adapter or whatever that can hook up to that, you can use it to charge it that way. That being said, with this, I'll have to actually refer to the manual for all of the commands that it can do. But with this side, this is, like I said, it's the left earbud, I think. You can push the button and you hold it for like 3 seconds. To turn it on, you hold it for 1 second. And then to turn it off, you hold it for 3. To activate, you can do voice commands, like if your phone or tablet or something like that has voice commands on it, you can hold this for 2 seconds, and it will, like you see, I actually just turned it on. See, it glows blue. It's fun. But that being said, if you hold it for 2 seconds, it will turn on voice commands to, say, my tablet or my phone, something like that, which will allow you, it makes it hands-free. It's actually very nice. I actually have been using it a couple of times today. That's another thing. With the voice commands and stuff, this actually picks up my voice better than my computer software does. Like my computer and like the Turtle Beach headset that I'm wearing. Because there's a little, like, tiny pinprick of a hole on the front side of this, and that's actually your microphone. I haven't figured out why, but my voice, when I talk, I tend to slur my words just a little bit, and it's just enough to throw programs off as far as detecting my voice. This one, I can talk normally. I don't have to be Like, I don't have to very specifically say, how I say something for it to pick me up. It picks me up very, very well. So that's something that's very nice. They did very well with their voice recognition on this and being able to pick up audio. Let's see. You can answer phone calls with the press of the multifunction button. It's called the multifunction button, so if I refer to it as that, that's what I'm talking about. If there's a phone call in progress, you can actually mute the phone call through this button. It's just a double click. You can reject a phone call. So if somebody calls you and you don't want to talk to them, just go click, and they're gone. And I've already explained the media playing. You use the button on this side here, the up and down, to forward your track or go back a track. It's pretty generic on that. Let me see. You can actually redial with the button here, and if you want to make a call, you can just sorry, I keep holding that off screen. My webcam is auto zooming in. It's just weird. But if you double click, it'll redial the number that you just called if you're not in a call or not doing anything. So you just double click it and call somebody. Luckily, it is not hooked up to my phone right now. It's hooked up to my tablet, or that would be bad because I think I would have called just 4 people. And then, like I said, if you hold the button for 2 seconds, it will pull up the voice commands, which I think I may have just done on my tablet. I'm not entirely sure. And the other thing is, in order to get onto a device, you have to sync it through Bluetooth. Now, I actually have to be able to hear because there are voice commands that this gives when you press the button. So I'm going to stick this in over here. It's the wrong ear, I know. I just need to be able to hear it. But okay, it just said off, but it was telling me that it turned off. Now, when you want to pair to another device, such as your tablet, your phone, something like that, I haven't been able to hook up to my computer, but I'm not sure if that's just something with my laptop and not wanting to deal with Bluetooth. I'm not sure. But if you hold the button for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, it starts doing red and blue. And that means it's ready and looking to pair for another device. So, for example, I can pull up my cell phone, my crappy little cell phone here, and I can open up my Bluetooth in my settings, and then it will be looking for this device, alright? So now that this is flashing blue, I can go in and find it on this here, and then, since I've already paired it, I'm not going to do it, but it will stop the blue and all that kind of stuff, and it will be ready to use with that device. And then once you've already done that, you don't have to do it again. It will automatically remember any device that it's been hooked up to, and as soon as you turn it on and that device is within range, it will just automatically hook up to it. That's something that's also very, very nice. Now, I don't claim to understand specs a lot with devices like this, especially audio devices. I don't understand, when you start talking about hertz and all that kind of stuff, I don't get it. But I figured that some people watching this will probably want to know. So I have a document sent to me by the company pulled up over here that tells the specifications to these. I will read them off. Don't ask me what they mean because I don't understand all of them. It's pretty basic stuff though. Here it's got the driver size, which is 10 millimeter. The frequency response is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Music playback time, this is something else. The battery life with your music time and your talk time, if you're using this to talk on a cell phone, you've got 5 hours to talk. Standby time, if you're not using it, it's just kind of sitting around, in standby mode, you've got 175 hours of battery time. So it's pretty dang good for, a portable Bluetooth headset like this. It's running off of Bluetooth version 4.1. The Bluetooth profiles supported, if you know anything about this, because I don't, it's A2DP 1.2, HSP 1.2, HFP 1.6, and AVRCP 1.4. Those are the profiles that are supported by these devices. So if your phone or your tablet is running off of something that this isn't updated to, it can actually use those other forms or those other profiles, I guess. The additional Bluetooth audio codec supported for this is the aptX. Again, don't know what that means. Just spitting some stuff out here for you. And the battery type, it's a rechargeable battery. Uses a micro USB to connect. And the operating range of this is 30 feet, which is about 10 meters. I haven't really tested that, so I don't know if it's longer. I don't know if it's shorter. I don't know how walls affect it or anything like that. But so far, it seems to be working very, very well with no interruptions. I haven't had any problems with it. The only problems that I've ever had with this are a couple that I've already mentioned. The first problem being that USB port. I do not know why, but that is so annoying for me to get off. I don't know if it's just, like I said, I don't know if it's my hands or if it's just I don't know how to do it right or what, but it's really hard for me to get that off. The second thing that I have a problem with these is honestly the fact that the headphones are bulky. I'm used to a lot smaller design for a headset or a headphone or whatever. Like if I expect something to be bulky, I expect it to be something like these Turtle Beaches that I'm wearing here, not in-ear earphones like this. So that was something that's a little bit different to me. That's a personal thing. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I understand it because they have a lot of features that go into these. They have all the voice recognition, the audio, and all that kind of stuff. So I understand that they're bulky. They need to be a little bit bulkier so that they can fit the stuff that they want to fit in here. I get that. I'm just saying from like an aesthetic standpoint, I would prefer them to be a little bit smaller. The other problem that I had, that's not really a problem, again, it's just an aesthetic thing, is the fact that these ear fins, I prefer the like outer ear hooking devices. I've never dealt with the in-ear fins like this before, so it was something different to me. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the audio quality of these. These are, when I got them, they're $35, $35.99 I think on Amazon, and I will try to put links in the description as well. That being said, it was $35.99 for the vendor that I got it from, or there's another vendor that I think sells it for like $25.99, something like that. Don't quote me on the price, but anyways, anywhere from $30 to $40. We'll say that. These Turtle Beach headphones that I'm wearing cost me $70. These are the Turtle Beach PLA headsets. Right, I bought them for my PlayStation or whatever, but I use them on my computer because they work. These headphones right here, I'm hearing stuff in these headphones that I've never heard in these Turtle Beaches. Now, I don't know if it's just because I'm paying more attention for the product review or what, but I'm hearing like instruments in the backgrounds of songs and stuff like that that I don't notice in my Turtle Beaches. So the audio quality with these is very, very good as far as listening to music goes. The audio quality as far as your cell phone, like talking on a phone, goes, it's okay. It's not bad. I'm not gonna say that it's like horrible, don't ever use it. It's useful, it does what it does, it gets the job done, but it's not great. I don't know if I don't know if it's these or if it's the fact that I've got a crappy cell phone. It could be the fact that I've got a crappy cell phone. So, all in all, I'm actually very, very happy with these. I usually don't recommend going out and buying a whole lot of things just because I'm a cheap son of a gun. But that being said, I would recommend going out and paying the $35 for these. Like if you're looking for the southern drawl coming through there a little bit. If you're looking for a good Bluetooth headset that's pretty cheap, isn't more than $40, sincerely, I would go and buy these. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I did these for a product review. I got them for free. But I would seriously go out and pay money for these. I'm very, very happy with them. And the only problems that I've had with these so far is just simply aesthetic problems that I have. That's my personal opinion. Outside of that, I've not had a problem with them at all. They sound great. They work good. You know, there's a lot of functionality packed into these two things. So if I would probably give these seriously a 4.5 out of 5 stars on that kind of scale. And the only reason they don't get 5 stars is simply just because of those aesthetic purposes, like the fact that they're a little bit bulky, and the stupid USB port here that I can't get open for whatever reason. That's seriously the only thing that I have a problem with this. So yeah, I mean, seriously, I would recommend go out and buy them if you need a pair of Bluetooth headphones. I've heard of like Bluetooth headsets and stuff being like $70 kind of thing. That's why I don't buy them. It's because they're so expensive. But these I do recommend. I would say go out and buy them. So, anyways, this has been your host LandyX, or Daniel. Since you've seen my face, you know who I am. But and I hope to see you in the next review. Hello, everybody. I wanted to add one quick little tidbit about these that I didn't add in the initial part of this video. There is something in these these headphones here that is called multi-point technology. I don't quite claim to understand it fully, but from what I'm gathering, it allows these headphones to be connected to multiple devices at the same time. Like I can connect to my tablet and my phone at the same time, and say like I'm listening to music on my tablet and a phone call comes in on my phone. If I'm not mistaken, what it'll allow you to do is it'll allow you to answer that phone call. Like it will switch, like it knows to switch to that phone and be able to allow you to talk on the phone, and then it'll go back to your music or whatever. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't actually had the chance to use it or test that feature out. So I'm sorry I can't explain that a little bit better. I just wanted to inform you that it does have multi-point technology for those of you who know what that is or are interested in looking that up. So anyways, that's the end of the video. I do apologize about that.